Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever been with a woman and felt like no matter what you did, no matter how attentive or confident you were, there was this invisible barrier between you and her desire? I'm telling you this man to man. It's not just about looks or money, and it's not even always about charm. There's a hidden rhythm in female desire, a set of signals and reactions most men never notice because they're looking for validation rather than understanding. Listen carefully because what I'm about to explain will shift how you see attraction, intimacy, and the way women connect emotionally. Most men will never admit this, but desire isn't linear. It isn't a checklist of compliments, dates, or small gestures. There's a subtle pull and push at play, a tension that exists beneath the surface of every interaction. You'll notice it when she leans in but doesn't fully engage, when she laughs at your jokes but her eyes dart somewhere else, when she's warm one moment and distant the next. That ambivalence, that's not a rejection of you. It's a reflection of her internal desire, curiosity, and emotional evaluation. Women, often subconsciously, test the emotional temperature of a man before they let themselves fully want him. And most men, desperate for affirmation, misinterpret this pull as disinterest, and they crumble. Let me break it down further, man to man. Desire isn't just emotional, it's chemical, neurological, and deeply tied to her perception of your stability. She's scanning for control, calmness, and subtle cues of authenticity. Your body language speaks louder than your words, and often it's the unconscious tension in your shoulders, the tightness in your jaw, or the eagerness in your eyes that tells her whether she can safely release attraction. A relaxed man, one who feels grounded and unshakable, triggers a unique form of desire. Not the desire for attention or for approval, but the raw instinctual pull that makes her want to lean in, to stay close, to engage in a way she can't fully explain. Most men ignore the psychological undercurrents that drive this dynamic. Women are wired to notice subtle status shifts, emotional steadiness, and the ability to withstand small social tests without overreacting. When she notices a man who can remain calm under tension, who doesn't chase or beg for approval, she experiences a kind of magnetic curiosity. That curiosity fuels desire in a way compliments or gestures never will. The irony is, men think desire is earned through effort. It's actually earned by restraint, presence, and a quiet confidence that signals emotional security. Here's the part men rarely talk about. Desire is also deeply tied to contrast. If a woman feels too much predictability, too much emotional availability too soon, her attraction can diminish. The subtle push and pull isn't manipulation. It's biology, curiosity, and emotional calibration. When a man understands this, he stops overthinking her moods or trying to decode every text. Instead, he maintains his groundedness, his internal rhythm, and he allows her to reveal her desire naturally. Your calm presence becomes a canvas for her own emotions, and that is what triggers real magnetic attraction. So, what can you do right now? First, regulate your own emotional chemistry. Slow your breath, relax your posture, speak deliberately, and remove the need for constant validation. Notice your impulses and don't let them dictate your behavior. Second, pay attention to her body language without obsessing over it. Leaning back, subtle glances, shifts in tone, these are her silent language of desire. Third, embrace emotional contrast. Don't be fully available at every moment. Let her wonder. Let her invest in the emotional rhythm you create through calm presence. This isn't manipulation. It's creating a natural space where her desire can flourish. I know what you're feeling. You've been frustrated, confused, maybe even ashamed for not being able to read her correctly. I'm telling you this because once you understand the hidden side of female desire, you no longer need to chase, panic, or overcompensate. You become a man who triggers attraction through presence, stability, and quiet mastery of your own emotions. That's the kind of desire that sticks, that lingers long after words are forgotten, and that makes intimacy feel inevitable rather than forced. Remember, this isn't about controlling her, it's about controlling yourself. Desire flows toward men who are calm, composed, and aware of their own inner world. Step into that space, respect your own boundaries, and watch how the dynamics shift. You'll see patterns you never noticed before. Reactions that once confused you suddenly make perfect sense. And slowly, without force or ego, you'll become the kind of man whose presence alone sparks the hidden side of female desire that most men will never understand.